We've just received the new 2026 facelift model headlights and also taillights from Land Rover. Now, we are very lucky to actually receive these, as these are not yet available to order from Land Rover as a part, but we work very closely with our main dealer at Land Rover, who's very helpfully managed to source us a set. So we're hopefully going to fit these on our car and see if they work, and tell you any differences that we find when we actually fit them as well. So before we get into this video, this Sunday, the 17th of August, is the Defender Gathering hosted by Headlight Prestige.
There'll be food, drinks, off-roading, and anything and everything Defender.
This is your chance to buy limited edition Headlight Prestige merch.
Or we'll be running competitions on the day where you can win these for free.
So if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, the link is in the description below. We look forward to showcasing, and we look forward to seeing you there. So let's talk about the visual aspects of what Land Rover have actually changed on these parts. We're actually going to fit them to the car, so we'll be able to tell you if there's different functionality once actually fitted. We've heard from our technician that there isn't a different configuration for these headlights. So if you already have the LED matrix headlights fitted on your car on your 25 model year, in theory, the 26 should be exactly the same. So it'll be plug and play, and you won't actually need to code anything in. So visually on the difference of the headlights, as you can see, Land Rover made a lot of adjustments on the headlights. So they've actually changed the indicators, they've also changed the halo rings and also the high beam as well. So whether they've done this for visual aspects, obviously to make it look like a newer, more improved version of the headlight, or if they've done it to fix the DRL problems on these lights, we don't know. They've actually removed the outer ring of the indicator on these as well. So there's no longer an outer ring, it's just the indicator light itself. It's a lot more smooth as well. It's no longer etched like it was in the previous generation. It's a lot more smoother and a lot more clean. So I'm hoping that they're actually going to be a lot more brighter as well. They've also changed the high beam design as well. So as you can see, it's more of a square look. So we have noticed with the Urban Pack that Land Rover are actually going to be producing that they're going very square base. So they've got the bonnet inserts changed. They've also changed the lower part of the grills as well. So we think they're trying to tie it all in together within the headlights and also the tail lights as well. So moving on to the tail lights, on the previous generation, they were a lot more clear lens. So the new 26 model year facelift look almost like blackout. And obviously when they're not fitted on the car, you can notice that this is a clear lens where the new generation is actually gloss black. So obviously you're not going to see that when it's fitted on the car, but they've definitely made an adjustment for that for a reason. We don't know just yet if it's anything to do with function or if it's just for style, who knows. But obviously they do look very different and there's a lot of changes on these. So we're going to get them fitted on the car and check the functionality of both the tail lights and also the headlights. So we've now fitted the new facelift tail lights to our new Defender V8, and as you can see, they look very different. So it's good to know that they are simply plug and play. No activation is actually required for the rear tail lights. They look a lot more clean, a lot more flush fitting, and they do look, in my personal opinion, a lot better. Now, drop in the comment section below, because we're a bit controversial here at Headlight Prestige in regards to some people like them, some people don't, some people prefer the previous generation compared to the new ones. I personally like them. I think they're a lot more sleek and a lot more slimline. They look a lot more cleaner fitted on the vehicle, especially if you have like the checker plate or just standard color panel taillight cover. So changes actual functional wise on these lights. We've already noticed that the new facelift ones are a lot brighter. So obviously they have changed the design of the actual taillight itself, making it a lot more flush. They've actually removed the little indentations from the top and also the bottom of the previous generation taillights. Whether this is to make them a lot easier to clean, we don't know. But one thing we do think is a little bit unusual is that they've left the center part of the reverse lights like that. So they haven't actually changed the reverse lights. The reverse lights strength is exactly the same in the new edition facelift compared to the pre-facelift. That would have been something that we would have looked at, because obviously a lot of people moan about the reverse lights actual capabilities when actually reversing the car. So when you actually press the brake, obviously it is a lot brighter compared to the previous ones. Whether it's the case because they've redesigned the inside of it, it's no longer a circle in the middle, it's actually a square. And then also when you put the indicator on as well, not a lot of change for the indicators, apart from the fact they're not got the indents anymore. They're again a lot more flush fitting. but the reverse light hasn't changed. So that's maybe something that Land Rover still need to look at in the newer facelift when they eventually bring them out. As they are plug and play, it's going to be an easy retrofit for our customers to actually do, and the fitment is pretty much exactly the same as our previous video. So if you haven't seen that video, you can watch that video, and it is very, very simple to change these over. So whether the price is going to stay the same for the new facelift tail lights compared to the previous ones, we don't know, because what Land Rover normally do is they release a product and then over time that price does fluctuate. At the same time, we've also got the little moulding piece that goes in the top of the quarter panels as well. The good thing to know is that our reverse lights still fit. The actual quarter panel itself has not changed, so the reverse lights are still able to fit just like they normally would. So I've actually ordered 2 different colours. There's only 2 colour options available at the moment, so it's the primed and then also in the dark atlas as well. So it's good to know that they've not actually physically changed that, so our reverse lights are still capable with the tail lights on the new facelifts. So as you can see, we have now fitted the facelift headlight to our new Defender, and we've also kept the pre-facelift one on there as well, so you can see what they look like lit up. And again, just like the tail lights, it's exactly the same. They are plug and play. So if you already have the LED matrix headlights on your vehicle and you want to upgrade to the facelift, there's no calibration or configuration required to actually do that. You literally change them over, plug them in, and they work straight away. So that's good to see. We're also going to do a comparison with how bright they are as well. So we'll do that now. Right, so we've got both the headlights on. We've got a white sheet that we've laid on there. We turned all the lights off on the top of the roof. Guys, if you put the indicators on. Okay. So looking at the indicators, the facelift ones definitely look brighter straight away. If we look on the sheet, you can definitely notice that they are a lot brighter on the facelift ones compared to these. You can only faintly see the indicators on the pre-facelift compared to the new generation. And then if you put the headlights on, main beam or high beam, right, so that's on the high beam. This is covering up the facelift, and then covering up the pre-facelift. Now I think that the facelift headlight is a little bit brighter. Now whether it's the fact of, again, it's not diffused and it is a lot more light, I'd say, because obviously you've got the etched version on the pre-facelift. I think because it's a lot smoother on the new headlights, it may be not dispersing the light as much on the etched ones. And I definitely think the indicators are brighter on the facelift compared to the pre-facelift, mainly because there's no longer a halo ring, so there is more LED on the new facelift headlights. So apart from the functionality of them, I actually really like how they actually look fitted on the vehicle. So you no longer have the etched look on there, it's nice and clean. Obviously they are a little bit of a different design to the pre-facelift. So if you were considering changing your lights from the standard version or even just the premium, and you were a bit hesitant to be going for the LED matrix pre-facelift, obviously this is a new objective for you. You can have the new edition headlights, make the vehicle look like a 26 model year, and they look really cool. So that is the end of today's video. We'll keep you updated with more 2026 model year retrofits that we look into. The car behind me is going to be next week's video, so stay tuned for that. This weekend, the 17th of August, is our Hunters Gathering, or the Defender Gathering, so we look forward to seeing you everyone there. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with what we're doing here at Hunters. See you on the next video.